kicking back on this summer breeze.
All right, guys, how you doing? Welcome to this week's edition of Double K's Fresh Take. On this week's Fresh Take, I'm just basically going to break you down why I think that the NCAA needs to go to an 8-team playoff. Everybody has said, no, 4 is the perfect amount of teams. I'm going to start out with one, I wish I had a whiteboard, kind of like Numbers Never Lie, to show you, I'm just going to kind of break it down for you. First and foremost, there are 100 and I believe 60 or 120 something Division I football teams in the U.S. Some play, and if you count in the subdivision, you're probably talking about closer to 200 schools in NCAA, in the NCAA, and so on and so forth. There's probably more like 500, but on the Division I level, there's only about 120, 160. Only 4 of them compete for the title. 4 teams are chosen by a committee to compete for the national title, which in comparison to their basketball brethren in the NCAA, they are given 64 out of 120 Division I-A teams make the college tournament, and they're still constantly expanding. So being that there is the NIT that teams can go to, and at one point the NIT was a bigger tournament than the NCAA tournament, but now the NCAA tournament is the primary tournament, and the NIT is kind of a backup tournament. But almost every team makes some kind of postseason tournament. Almost. There's not a guarantee with every team, but almost every team makes the postseason tournament in NCAA basketball. But in football, with the same amount of team, 120 to 160 NCAA Division I teams, 4 compete for the national title. Now, some people like this because they say it's only the best of the best of the best, but I don't think that's true, because I think that there are at least 8 to 10 teams yearly that deserve a shot at the national title, which is where we come to my magical number of 8. First and foremost, you have 5 power conference teams, folks. 5 Power 5 conference is what they call them. And if you're going to have 5 Power 5 conferences, those conferences being the SEC, the SEC, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 12, or the Big 10, the Big 10 and the Big 12. Those are your Power 5 conferences. So as far as I'm concerned, all 5 champions of those 5 conferences should be in. Rank them where you want to rank them, 1 through 5, but all 5 should get in. Then you have 3 wild card spots. Those wild card spots can go to second place teams, runners up in their conference championship games, or they can go to teams that they feel are deserving that may not necessarily get as good of a look as everybody else. But you have your wild card system. Any system that you use, I'm just going to put this caveat in, any system that you use is always going to find somebody that finds themselves left out. Okay? Now, truly, the primary number for an NCAA football tournament would be 60-something teams getting in. Because I say that the standard based off the pro model, the NBA, in which 16 out of 30 teams, so over 50%, make the playoffs. The NFL, in which 12 out of 32 teams, a little bit under 50%, make the playoffs. They don't. It's somewhere around the upwards of like 5.5% of NCAA teams, or 2% at this point, I believe, of NCAA teams make the tournament for the national title. 2% of those teams, compared to almost 50 to over 50% in the NBA, under 50%. That makes it vice versa. In the NFL, Major League Baseball even now sends what? Like 2, 4, 10 teams out of 30. 30%. NCAA football, in contrast, 2%. So let's up that to 8, and eventually up it to 12, and eventually up it to 16. Now, I do believe that you need to stop once you hit around 24. The reason why I say 24 is the magical number to stop at, you have a top 25 ranking every year. 24 of them will be guaranteed to be competing for a national title. It now brings a brand new meaning to the top 25. because there will be that one team left out. So for those guys that love the drama of there being that one team that felt left out, 24 out of 25 gives you that. 24 gives you playoff games from pretty much the end of the college football season at the beginning of December all the way through the national title game just after New Year's. Gives you playoff games every week, a bracket to watch, a place to hope that your team can win 3 or 4 games straight and win a national title. They only have to play once a week, and that playoff prepares the team for what the rigors are going to be like, preparing for a different opponent each week for those that win, preparing for a different opponent each week as they do in the NFL. In high-quality games. So hear me out. 24 is the limit, but 8 is where we start. Bring it up to 8 teams, and I think you'll see a little bit less drama, a little bit more fun, and I think people will find it acceptable. And then you can start expanding on that. And trust me, there's money to be made because you can take some of these useless bowls and make them playoff games, the same way you took the BCS bowls. So it's out there. That's just my thought. That's Double K's Fresh Take for this week. I hope y'all have a great week. I'll be back in 2.